and I want to stretch it vertically, I multiply by some number. If I want to do a stretch and a flip, I multiply by one of these guys. But if I just want to do a stretch without a flip, I multiply by one of these guys. So let's just say I want to look at y equals 3x squared. Well, that means that every factor of y, every y, is now 3 times higher than it used to be. Anything that's on the x-axis stays on the x-axis, though, because 3 times 0 is 0. But anything that is away from the x-axis has now been stretched by a factor of 3. And so, when I used to be at 1, 1, now I'm at 1, 3. When I used to be at 2, 4, now I'm at 2, 12. And then the symmetry works the same kind of way where I'm now, say, here and here. And so I haven't shifted the graph at all. What I've done is affected the shape of the graph. It's now, I want to say, let me go ahead and use the word thinner. It's now, it doesn't open as wide as it used to. It's been stretched, not shifted, but stretched vertically. It's thinner. It's been stretched vertically by a factor of 3. Okay. And then the other one is a shrink. In order to accomplish that, you take a number C, but this time, though, you make it less than 1 in absolute value. You take some number that's in between minus 1 and 1. We're not including 0. Like a fraction, right? A fifth. So you want to take y equals absolute value of x and multiply it by a fifth. That will shrink it vertically. Instead of making it thinner, it makes it wider. Everything is now 1/5 as high as it used to be. I should use a different color. The regular graph is in red. That's the absolute value of x. And I want to multiply every y value by 1/5. So you're off by a factor of 5 from where you used to be. When you're at 0, though, you're still at 0. But when you're at 5, when you used to be at 5, now you're at 1. Because you're multiplied by 1/5. If you're at negative 5, when you used to be up at 5, now you're at 1. And so what you've done to the graph is you have compressed it in the y direction. You've done a vertical shrink, like an accordion. You've shrunken it. And that's the new graph. It's now wider than it was before. You've compressed it in the Y direction. Shrunken or compressed in the Y direction. Okay? So that's it for our transformations. That's it for section 1.6. So I'll put the 1.6 questions up. They won't be due until later. Let me get your test back to you. I just need to record them quickly. It's in the GL yet? Yeah, I can record it. I can record it fast just by writing it down here so I can put it in the computer. Takes a while to set up the thing here. No certain order. So I don't have an average. I think the average is kind of high, though. I'll get you an average for next class.